be honest, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out why Pikachu hasn't been announced yet for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. He's a staple in the series, and he's very important to the Marvel and Capcom franchises. You know, yeah, and Batman. You can't have a Marvel game without Batman. Like, come on, man. Batman is another big staple in the franchise.
I'm all over the place. I can't sit in one place. I'm not ashamed at all. Still finding myself, let alone so made up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Thoughts and Discussion series, a series where I state a topic and I try to start a discussion about it. And today, I just want to talk about what I feel is the train wreck that is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Now, last night before I went to sleep, I was watching some videos and I just found out about this, but there was an interview with, I'm pretty sure the director, producer, whatever, of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And when asked about the X-Men characters and how people have been feeling about their inclusion, like, in the game, and how it's like their absence in this game and how they're like pretty much not gonna be here, he answered in a very weird way. Like, it was a very weird answer. He basically said that these characters are functions, and he basically broke the characters down to what they do, and these characters are just guys, they're just character models that do certain things, and that's why we like them. And yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about it real quick because I think he's completely missing the point. You see, I've watched many videos and people have seem to feel the same way about this, that he's missing the point of the character. Because what he's basically trying to say is these characters are, they're just character models that do certain things, and that's not why people play them. At least that's not why I play them, because anyone who knows me knows, not just fighting games, but any video game, I personally only pick characters that I, like when I first played the game, I only pick characters that I, one, find cool, or two, find attractive, because I'm not sitting here looking at a character that I don't like to look at, whether cool or attractive. So I almost always pick a female character or a really cool male character or a joke character because they're adorable. Like, that's only ever it. And then there's that's how I usually am in video games. Like, I'm playing for the first time or I'm just getting to know, which would be probably what the casual crowd does. They won't care because they won't know the moves. And the people who do already know the characters, you can't even say the same for them, because when you do already know a character, some people will like a character so much it doesn't matter if they change the move, they'll still play them. That's why you still find people playing the same character in Street Fighter for the past 3 games. There's some people who've played Ibuki, Street Fighter 3, 4, and 5, me, and her moveset, yeah, it has changed, but I'm not going to leave her because her functions are different. I'm staying with her because I actually like Ibuki as a character, and Ibuki's just really interesting and cool as a character and slightly attractive. That's why I stick with Ibuki. So, like, I don't think that it comes down to what a character does or any of their functions or any of that. Like, that's not enough. There's some people who main Balrog in Street Fighter 4 and still play him in Street Fighter 5, even though there's V triggers now that might edit a little stuff. There's some people who played Karen back in Alpha, and sure, they don't like that she doesn't have her records without her V trigger or whatever, but they still play Karen, even though there's changes. So it's not like the function is a part of what the characters want. I just think he just doesn't want us to get attached, kind of like when some people try to piss off a girlfriend or something, that they want to break their heart, they want to break up with them, but they don't want to break their heart, they want them to be okay with it because they're mad or something like that, so they like tell them a bunch of bad stuff to get them all mad. Like, I think that's the situation we're going through with here, because it seems like he just wants us, forget about the X-Men characters, we have a replacement, and that's not how this is gonna work. Like, that's not gonna work, because these characters have been staples in this franchise since it started, and I don't think just giving someone else their moves and completely replacing them is gonna fix it. I forgot what other game I seen this with, and it did not work out. Like, they just gave their moves to someone else. Like, people didn't play that character nearly as much. It's like, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there's a character like that in a fighting game where they just tried to replace them completely, and it did not work out. Like, it was a clone character, and no one ever touched the clone character. Like, I don't think that stuff works because characters, most of the time, aren't even used for their functions and all that. Like, it's very, unless someone just really likes good characters, most of the time the character is used because of the way they are. The character is used because they're a cool or attractive or whatever you like character, and that's why the character is used. So I think, it was just very wrong in doing that. And then what else I wanted to talk about was the presentation of this game. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but this game looks very bad to me. You can say whatever you want to me, but I think this game looks horrible. Like, it's utterly atrocious how this game looks, and it doesn't look acceptable to me. Like, I just don't think this game looks pretty, like, good at all. Like, and I'm hoping it's a situation with Street Fighter 5, like when they first showed off Street Fighter 5 and it looked all weird and stuff, and over time they changed the game's HUD and all that, and like the graphics, they put more like shadows and all that, and like this is the unfinished. I'm hoping this is the unfinished version, because if this looks like the game at the end, I don't like the way the health bars and all the HUD look. I don't like the way the characters look. Like, the only character I've been satisfied with really is, I don't know, I think the only character I've been satisfied with is like Mega Man and Zero. Those are the only characters I've been looking at and been like, they look good, but everyone else just looks really weird. I'm not gonna go as far as saying as it looks like a fan game like some people have been saying, but it does look like an iPhone like some people have been saying. That one is most definitely true. I've seen iPhone games that look like this. It's not looking good. Like, I feel like they really need to fix that, especially with the next gen graphics that's been promoted for so long now. Everything's been about graphics for the last few years, and all of a sudden you see a game like this come on, you're just like, well, what happened? I thought graphics were the big new thing that everyone was trying to jump on, like making their game look pretty, and this does not look good. Like, oh my goodness. And I see people talking about Chun-Li's face, but that's not even the worst one to me. I think the worst one I've seen so far was Dante. Like, that was just, oh my goodness. This game's just not doing good for me. Like, it's not just clicking with me like the other ones. I doubt I'll even get it. I mean, I said I'll get it before, but now I'm debating it. I may just get, like, even if I do get it at this point, Dragon Ball FighterZ is already a confirmed game, and if that doesn't get canceled or anything like that, then like, I don't know, which is crazy, because there's actually people who are complaining about Dragon Ball FighterZ, like, from both sides. There's the casual fans of Dragon Ball who don't like the game because it's not a 3D fighter like Dragon Ball games have been forever now, and there's people on the competitive side of things, people talking about they don't want it because, there's been comments about this game replacing Marvel vs. Capcom, like, oh, the new Marvel vs. Capcom or something like that. People don't like that. So on the competitive side of things too, there's outrage and all that. So yeah, I don't know why I just got on Dragon Ball FighterZ there, but got to talking about that. I might save that for another video, but yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, do you think this game's gonna do good? Because I don't know, this looks like a train wreck right now. I don't know how they're gonna fix it. Like, there's a lot of problems I have with it. I was gonna talk more about the story mode too, but I don't even want to talk about that. Like, story modes are unnecessary in some of these games, man. Story modes are just unnecessary. You don't need a story mode in a Marvel vs. Capcom game for it to be good. You don't need a story mode, alright? Maybe they're trying to appeal to the casual fans who want something to do day one, but I don't know. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.